Yo, what is up, everyone? I am here to bring you yet another deck profile. This deck profile is actually one of my favorites. So far, I have been undefeated with this deck. I'm gonna knock on wood with that because eventually it's gonna happen. I've just not ran into my worst matchup yet, which would be Janimba. But let me go ahead and dive into this really quick so you can understand what's happening. First off, we have our leader Hercule. Okay, so Hercule doesn't seem like much because on his unawakened side he's only 5k. When this card during the battle, when you doing a combo phase, when you combo in the battle area, you can draw a card. Or excuse me, combo in the combo area, you draw a card, right? Now, the very clutch thing about this leader is pretty much once you awaken, my favorite thing is you get to draw 3 cards. So that right there, it can set you over the top pretty quick because you get to draw those 3 cards, and usually within them 3 cards, you're gonna grab something that you need. And over on his awakened side, pretty much when he attacks, you get to draw a card. So that's number 1. Then after that, it's kind of same effects on the other side. Doing this card, when you combo in the combo area, you get to draw 1 card, but you have to negate that skill for the duration of the battle. Now you have to keep in mind it says for the duration of the battle. It's not for the duration of the turn. So that way, so pretty much every single time your opponent swings at this card and you combo, you draw a card. So this deck has a lot of draw power. And honestly, it's gotten me out of a lot of tough situations. I made some changes here and there. I'm still experimenting with the new stuff that came out, but I'm gonna talk about some of this other stuff. So right here you see we have the Hitting Power East Supreme Kai. That is what's gonna give your cards double striker, allowing you to put pressure onto your opponent. And again, because you're drawing, you're gonna really end up out comboing your opponent a lot of the times, or you're gonna end up, protecting yourself and allowing your heavy game finishers to go for it. Next, we have the 3-drop Vegeta. Pretty much just another way for you to draw, and it's another way for you to get a free card out there. Your opponent swings, you combo with that card, and then you put that card into play. Next, we have the Super Saiyan Son Goku Unbreakable. That's just kind of your pseudo combo deal. You just pay it to combo with it, and when you combo with this card, it allows you to draw a card. So you bring that in with your leader's effect, and you're drawing 2 cards when you defend yourself, which again, that's going to help you search out things you need and allow you to push for game. To help you awaken in this deck, you are going to be running Awakening Talent Pan. And again, so when she comes in, she'll swing, and when she swings, you get to pluck a life. I can't stress to you enough, you really will want to get your cards into your hand. You don't really want to take crits. You can take crits because you're always going to draw something you need to get into. And then next we have Awkward Situation Trunks. So the cool thing about this card is when you play this card, you're actually allowed to get a free play in, which your free play is going to be Awkward Situation Otsutsuki. Otsutsuki will swing, he'll be tapped out. And what Trunks allows you to do is once per turn, you can send that Otsutsuki to the bottom of your deck and then KO one of your opponent's battle cards. That is good to kind of help keep the pressure down on the board when you're going against your opponent early game. And with that, Awkward Otsutsuki, I'm sorry, Situation Otsutsuki, that gives you a good attack. And then one thing you got to remember with these 2 cards is you could only play that one Otsutsuki. So let's say what you do is you play your Trunks, you play Awkward Situation Otsutsuki, you swing with Otsutsuki, and then you use Trunks effect. Well, now you can free play another Otsutsuki. So it's not like you play them and you like drop all your Otsutsukis from hand that one turn. You actually have to get rid of one before you can do it again. Next, we have our super combo, which for this super combo, you can see I'm running blue with this one. So for this one, we're running Son Gohan. Just pretty much standard, works the same as like you were doing with your pseudo combo. You go ahead, you play this one for free, and then you can draw 2 cards. But that's only in combination with your leader. Typically, you just draw 1 card. Next, we have some of the spice of the deck right here. We have Test of Strength Son Goku and Test of Strength Oob. I really like these cards going together, mainly because Goku has double strike and Oob has crit. What happens is when you play that Goku, you have another free play combo in here, which you're going to free play the Oob. Oob comes into play. You grab 2 of your opponent's cards with 20k or less, and you put them at the bottom of their deck. And then in combination with that, you have your Goku. So your Goku, what he's going to allow you to do, he's going to give both of them 5k. So now the turn these two come out, they both are sitting at 20k, and it's something that your opponent's going to end up either dealing with a crit or they're going to be dealing with a double strike. Most of the time they're going to try to take that double strike because they want cards to hand. They don't want to take that crit. But after that, you know, they go back down to 15k. They don't have barriers, so they're easy cards for your opponent to come for, honestly. But once they get that combo off, you already did what you need to do with those cards. And as you see right here, you have the Otsutsuki. So Otsutsuki and Chunks go hand in hand. Both of those allow you to do your free plays. After that, I personally like to run the 8-drop Son Goku and Oob, mainly because, like, honestly, it is a very slept on card. So this card has double strike and dual attack. Okay, now permanent, you can only, you know, if your leader is a world tournament, you can reduce this card by 2 if there are 6 cards or more in both yours and your opponent's area. And when this card attacks, choose 1 card from your opponent's life and energy and place them on the bottom of their decks. And you got to keep in mind that auto fires off instantly. Like, so it's no, I'm gonna try to Mafube it first. It's, I'm gonna swing with this card and I'm gonna go ahead and take 1 of your life and I'm gonna take 1 of your energy and place it at the bottom of your deck. And honestly, that's coming very, very clutch for me, because this deck is really defensive, so I'm usually always making it up to that point. And I mean, it can really do some damage, because they'll do that and then they still have to worry about that 40k coming to their face. This card has helped me out of a lot of situations. I was tested between that and the Demigra, but I like this one a lot more than what I like the Demigra. After that, we're running the announcer play-by-play. That's just a negate. If I have 2 or more World Tournament cards out on the field, I do like to play it so I can get some more draw power, draw 2 cards. But typically, I'm using that card to negate, especially with how people are like swinging in with a lot of cards these days. I want to make sure I can defend myself. I like to kind of stay at somewhere between 3 to 4 lives. A new card I added in here, I added in the Kami. Me personally, I feel like the Kami is like a staple now. Everybody's swarming the field with these different decks, and you need to be able to clear their field. And it kind of sets you back, but honestly, I would rather take both of us getting set back than them pretty much managing to get around me at some point in the game. For a little bit of board removal, I like to run the Dimensional Banisher Fu, and it has double strike as well too. So that is one of my win conditions of this deck. When I'm like at the end, I want to go ahead and warp. The third win condition we have here, we have Mira. So with Mira, pretty much she gets that power up based on your warp, 5,000 per card. And then a combination with that, you give him double strike. Now your opponent's gonna be looking at like some hefty damage coming at their face if you don't get the other 2 off. And as a 4th win condition, I like to run Food Shrouded in Mystery. This card gave me so much problems when I went to regionals, because I didn't understand it at first. But pretty much, you warp, get rid of the cards you need to get rid of, and you can't negate this guy's attack. Your skills are done for at that point. For right now, the only way I've seen people get around this guy is to out combo him. I'm sure there's other ways to kind of try to get around Fu, but this is like my between Food Shrouded in Mystery and my Son Goku and Oob. Those 2, I'm usually trying to get to one of those 2 first, and based off of whichever one I get in hand first, that's the one where I'm ultimately pushing for that win condition. I like to run 4 of them in here, mainly because you never know. I could end up getting one of those other conditions critted, and now I have to figure out how I'm gonna beat my opponent. I'm running 3 Xeno buttons, mainly because I need to stand the energy back up, because a lot of times I'm gonna tap out just so I can do some heavy damage to my opponent, so that way when it gets to end game, we are like, it's either you're gonna take these 2 hits or you're gonna take this 1 hit. So pretty much on your opponent's turn, they attack, you counter with playing this. Free cost, as you can see, is a cost of 0. You stand up your blue energy, and so now if they want a combo, you have a chance to combo with them as well too. Run pretty much standing right here 4 senzu beans. Those senzu beans help your turns go a little bit longer. You tap 1, stand back up your energy, and you give a card plus 5k. It really helps when I'm on the offensive step. Defensive step, it helps too, but I like to play it more when I'm on the offense, when I'm trying to get Otsutsuki and Trunks out, or I'm trying to go for Otsutsuki, Trunks, Goku, and Oob out on that one turn and put even more pressure onto my opponent. And last but not least in the deck, I'm running 4 Wiz, standard blue negate. They swing, you tap 1, negate the attack, and stand back up 1 energy. Now over here on my side deck, I'm looking at these 2 cards, the Son Goku. I have to look more into it a little bit, but I do want to play those 2, or excuse me, yeah, probably add those 2 in there, mainly because it stops your opponent's 2 drops or less from attacking. So it's like, yeah, man, you can't really do a whole lot to me right now. Especially after my last tournament I went to, they put a lot of pressure on me with 2 drops. So that's why I kind of looked into that. And the Mafuba, just because you want to try to mess up their win condition, you want to try to keep your energy up as best as possible. Other than that, man, this is the deck that I've been utilizing a lot of. Like I said, so far I've been undefeated with this deck. I've come pretty close. You've seen the previous matches that my brothers and I have had. It has come down to the wire to where sometimes I haven't drew into what I needed to, or I kind of play cards wrong. But in the end, one of your win conditions will come through for you. You just need to make sure you're staying up and staying alive as best as possible. This deck I will never deconstruct. I'm gonna keep this one around for a long time. And if you want to play test it, I mean, it's like 70 bucks, not really an expensive deck at all. And yeah, man, that's all I have for this deck. So if you like it, please, you know, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more profiles that are gonna be coming out here shortly. Tell a friend about us. Other than that, man, enjoy the rest of your day, and hope you look at another video soon.